You're looking for a piano that won't feel like a hobby project every time you pull it out, something that sits nicely in a living room corner, stays in tune after a year of daily practice, and actually just works without you having to read a 20-page manual first. That hesitation, will this be another expensive piece of gear I'll barely use, is the exact place where a lot of buyers stall. You want reliability, ease of daily life, and a price that feels fair for what you get, not just a laundry list of specs. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The Casio S1100 Privia bundle tries to answer those concerns by pairing the slim-profile digital piano with a solid furniture stand, a 3-pedal set, a bench, a beginner's book, and an instructional video. That's a lot of extra in one box, and the idea is you can go from unboxing to a proper practice setup in an afternoon. Let's walk through what that looks like in real life and see whether the bundle lives up to the promise. First off, the keyboard itself. Casio's smart scaled hammer action is marketed as a more authentic feel compared to the older synth-type keys. In practice, the keys are lighter than an acoustic piano, but they have a subtle weighting that mimics the resistance you'd get on a grand. For a beginner or someone returning after a break, that middle ground is useful. You don't have to wrestle with the heavy action of a full-size hammer, yet you get enough feedback to develop proper finger strength. When I tried a few scales, the transition from low C up to the upper register felt smooth, and the keys didn't get sticky after an hour of playing. That matters if you're planning on daily 30-minute sessions. You won't be fighting the instrument after a few weeks. The sound side is where Casio's digital pianos usually shine. The PXS 1100 ships with a decent selection of piano tones, and the sampling quality is clear enough that you can hear the difference between a soft, mellow voice and a brighter concert grand. The built-in speakers are placed at ear level, which helps the sound project evenly across a typical bedroom or apartment. In a real-world test, I placed the piano on a carpeted floor and played a piece with a lot of sustain. The tone filled the room without sounding tinny, and the reverb effect added a touch of ambience without being overbearing. If you're looking for a piano that can double as background music for a small gathering, this will do that without needing external amplification. Connectivity is another practical angle. The PXS 1100 offers Bluetooth MIDI and audio, meaning you can stream backing tracks from a phone or connect the keyboard to a DAW on a laptop without cables cluttering the space. I paired it with a tablet, loaded a simple metronome app, and the latency was negligible, a crucial factor if you're trying to keep in time with a click track. The easy connectivity claim holds up when you're setting up for a quick jam session or recording a practice clip for a teacher's feedback. However, if you're a serious home recording enthusiast who needs multiple outputs or dedicated line-level connections, you'll find the options a bit limited compared to higher-end workstations. Now, about the bundle accessories. The CS68 furniture stand is sturdy enough to hold the piano without wobbling, even when you lean on the edge while reaching for higher notes. It folds flat for moving, which is a plus if you rent an apartment and need to store it out of the way. The SP34 3-pedal system includes a sustain pedal, a soft pedal, and a sostenuto pedal. The latter is a rare inclusion at this price point and can be a game-changer for pieces that require selective sustain. The bench feels comfortable for short practice bursts, though it's not cushioned enough for long marathon sessions. You'll likely want to upgrade the seat if you plan on playing for an hour or more at a time. The instructional book and video are geared toward absolute beginners. They walk you through basic hand positioning, simple chords, and a handful of early songs. For someone who has never touched a keyboard, having a structured path right in the box removes the guesswork of searching online for lessons. I tried the first lesson, and the pacing was gentle enough that I could follow along without feeling overwhelmed. The video quality is decent, and the audio matches the piano's tone, giving a consistent learning experience. If you already have a teacher or use an online platform, you might consider the book a bonus rather than a necessity. Let's talk about who should actually buy this bundle. If you're a beginner, a parent looking for a reliable first piano for a child, or a hobbyist who wants a compact, stylish instrument that can sit in a living room without dominating the space, the PXS 1100 bundle checks most boxes. The all-in-one nature means you won't have to spend extra on a separate stand, bench, or pedal unit later, which often adds up to more than the piano's base.